Hello everybody, it is Thursday the 17th of November. I want to talk about creator and creating, and I want to speak about the ego, and I want to talk about that we need to change definitions of words in order to create a new perspective of what it is we are and what it is we are in and what it is we should be doing out of that. So something I heard a while ago is, it was Doreen Dutan who said that Messiah is the correct interpretation of Torah, which again is something that I would take as truth. It is a thought that I have incorporated in my thinking and in the way that I am going. We need to interpret Torah correctly. And just yesterday I listened for a very short time to the Rabbi Friedman. And right in the beginning of his video he said that in the beginning God created heaven and the earth. That is, we're going right back to the beginning. And he said that a possible definition of the Hebrew word that in our Bible is being translated as created. Hebrew words have usually a spectrum of meanings. And you could put another definition into that sentence, and that would be God revealed the heaven and the earth. He did not create it, he revealed it. It is another possibility contained in that Hebrew word. We were given the translation of create. Revealed is another possibility. And if you change the definition of the word to revealed, it shows you a completely different story of what happened at that moment. First of all, to reveal something means bringing into knowledge or making visible something that already existed. You're revealing it was there. So God did not create something completely new out of nothing. He did not. Now, if we then come to this thinking that I had before, and that is coming to a fore in humanity, of this field of all possibilities. And God said, let there be light. So what was God at that moment? He was the desire for light. That is the depiction of a desire for light. He is that desire. And a possibility was revealed to him, as in there's a sun, there's stars, and there's a moon, as a possible source of light. So what happened next is that God saw that, and he saw it was good. That is to say, he came into agreement with that possibility. And he made that his reality. That is what happened. Just by changing the one word, the meaning of one word, you can create a completely different story from the one that you've been told. Yeah? So God was the desire for light. He said, let there be light. That was a request revealed to me. And out of all possibilities, what was shown to him was the sun, the stars, the moon, and all of that. And he came into agreement with that. And he did that for 7 days until the world was complete. And he knew it was good. He did not choose it because, it was given to him. He chose it because he knew it was good. So, there, one definition changed. God created, God revealed. Which leads you to two different ways of thinking about this. And let's look at the word ego and egoistic. Definition that we've been given is, you're egoistic if you want for yourself. You can just see yourself. You can just, everything is for you. Which in a way is true. But again, you need to add to that. It is part truth. From what I can see right now, it is only part truth, which is always the best lie. If you see, ego is the knowledge of I am now. Right now. This is what I am right now. And that is the ego, the knowledge of now. And to expand would be the possibility of other possibilities. This is what you are now, but you can be something else. You are not written in stone, but egoistic knowledge is, this is what I am and I cannot change. Or something has to come and change me. I cannot do it for myself. And then you're trapped in the egoistic view of yourself, which excludes any other possibility. And you really are trapped in that one possibility. And that is being trapped, yes. Absolutely. And it is out of this view of ourselves that we speak, we testify to, that we are nothing. We can do nothing. We testify to that we're being ruled over by things that are greater than ourselves. And we create this reality out of this one possibility because we've come into agreement with it that we're nothing or we're just this. I mean, we don't know it as good, but apparently you can come into agreement even if you think it's not good, which is what we're doing at the moment. We're coming into agreement with this as a possibility. And out of that, we create our world. Everything is according to what we think we are and according to what we think this is. And according to what we think we can do. Nothing. Of course, that definition has been given to us courtesy of the church. You are the fallen one. Yeah, you are the fallen one. You are fallen out of all possibilities into just this one. And you're now trapped in it. So, but you are fallen because you are sinful. Because you are nothing. Because, you are what you are because that is what you are. There is no other possibility. So then let's expand on the possibilities. Yeah, see, ego is what I am now. But I can become more. So how do you become more? And again, go back to the beginning. First of all, be the desire. Be the desire. And know that it can be revealed to you. That it will be revealed to you. Another possibility. And then come into agreement with that possibility. Make it your reality. Now, and it is, from what I can see now, it is really what they say in Avatar. You cannot fill a cup that is full already, and we are full cups. We're full of the knowledge that we're nothing. Yeah, and our runaway train of thought is howling because we know we're going down on the path that we're on. We know we're going down. So the runaway train is howling and bemoaning and just thinking about, well, I'm going down. I'm sunk. There's nothing I can do. And your cup is full. It's full with that. But if you say this is only the knowledge of what is, and there are other possibilities, then that must step aside. That knowledge must step aside to empty the cup, to be filled with a revelation. The revelation of another possibility. And then either know it as good and come into agreement with it. The problem with an empty cup is, it could be filled by anything. So you must know whether you should come into agreement with that revelation. But know that if you do, if you know that, then it will be yours. You're bringing it from the heavens, where it is just a possibility, into this reality by coming into agreement with it. And by seeing yourself as the part that can do that can receive the possibilities and that can make it a reality. By coming into agreement with it, it will be given. So, and that is the moment of stillness, really. And if we are now in a place where we are in deep shit, most of us are, to be still actually goes completely against the grain. Because your first instinct is that I must do something. Again, you are the ego. You're trapped in the ego. There is nothing else there. So you are the only thing that can do something. And then you're being driven into fight, flight, whatever. But I must do something. Something needs to change. Whereas, be still. And be the desire for change. And then being given the revelation. Now, I was listening again to, which is at the Inspired channel the other day, and they were talking about, about this manifesting outcomes and stuff like that. And the one guy said, well, we can't all sit in meditation forever. Which of course you can't. Nobody can. The thing is, if you know what to do, that is to say there is a knowledge that is already inside of you that was illuminated through life, or you learned it from somebody else, and you know it will lead to this or that outcome, do it. Do it. If you already know a way, it's not like we know nothing. We know quite a bit. So if you know a possibility, then make that your desire. Let that lead you to an outcome. There's nothing wrong with that. It is for when you really do not know anymore what to do. There is no knowledge illuminated inside of you. That is to say, you need the revelation of a new possibility that you do not know. That is the moment when you go into meditation. And it is, or into stillness, whatever way you can make yourself still. The knowledge itself, if you make that your knowledge, that you will receive a revelation, that alone should help you to be still, because in anticipation, in hope, be still in hope and anticipation of something coming. So that alone, because the moment of stillness itself is actually something we do. Yeah, it is as much something we do as everything else we do. Running, doing stuff with our hands, being still is something else we do, and it works something, or it should work something every bit as much as everything else we do. So use this stillness with an intention. And the intention being that you should receive something that will be helpful. It is not just sitting there for, I'm going to connect with the universe. I'm going to connect with all. All does not serve you. You need something concrete for the situation that you're in. All does not serve you. Cannot serve you. Too much. Or you go into meditation to get yourself a good hit of dopamine in the end. Nice. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to receive a revelation, a possibility that you can come into agreement with. Again, this is how I'm seeing now. And out of that would come a way. Again, a way that we need to test drive, to make it a reality and then test drive it, see what it would bring. I would come into agreement with this thought because it would serve us. And if the Creator wants to reveal his possibilities to us in order to serve us, to give to his forms, then yes, to me that would be the way that would serve us. But as I said, we need to redefine the story that we are being told by the church, that you are nothing and you need to be ruled over or given by something so much greater. And that something will only give to you if you're doing according to what it says. Yeah? It needs to rule over you. You need to become its slave and then you receive. Whereas the thought of receiving of the Creator, you are not a slave. You are absolutely the master of your own destiny. It is your decision whether you come into agreement or not, and be of sound judgment. Anyway, but I say, you've just changed the definition from God created to God revealed. And the ego, the definition of the ego from, thinking about yourself, being yourself now. Just now. Ego is now. And then being encased in the knowledge of now without any other possibilities. And that's where you're trapped, in the ego. But if you see the ego as something that can step aside to receive a knowledge that will illuminate a new way, then the ego is more than just now and just that. It is a recipient of something greater. Anyway, I leave it at that for today. If you think that this is helpful, that this should be part of the ongoing conversation, then please share my videos. And if you want to help me right now, please donate to my channel. You will find the donate button in the corner of my homepage. I leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.